Guys, so in today's tutorial we are going to make this beautiful scarf. Look at that, and it just flows so easy. It is a block shawl. Let's see, scarf. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in it, and I chose the pink, rust, gold, and teal, and you just change the colors as you go, and I will show you that how to do that. So you will need a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and you will need a pair of scissors. Now when I first start off, I like to use a stitch marker, and you will need a yarn needle. And the yarn that I'm using for this is Hobie yarn. It's called Fluffy Day, 100% premium brushed acrylic. And so this is a medium full weight yarn, and this yarn does have a halo on it. 100% acrylic. There's 311 yards in here, and I didn't quite use 300. I might have used maybe 100 to 150 per color, and probably about 100 per color, I would say. And anyway, so I will leave the link below if you're interested in this yarn from Hobie. All right, and the color of this is 15. And let's see, the rust color is 19. The gold is 20. And the teal is 25 if you're interested in purchasing these same exact colors. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started on this beautiful scarf. So we're going to start off, you're going to chain 43. Just put your hook underneath your yarn, cross over like that, make a loop, and just chain 43. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll meet you when you get to 43. Okay, I've got to 43 chains. So for row 1, we're going to work 2 single crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. In this 4th chain from the hook, we're going to work 2 single crochets. It's 1 and 2. And we're going to go ahead and place a stitch marker on the first single crochet. Okay, so now you're going to work 2 single crochet in the next chain. Okay. So now you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to work 2 single crochet in this next chain. 1 and 2. Now this is going to be your repeat. We're going to skip 2 chains. In the 3rd chain, you're going to work 2 single crochets. 1, 2, chain 2. 1, 2. 2 single crochets in this next chain. 1 and 2. So this is what it's looking like now. Skip the next 2 chains, and in the 3rd chain, 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Chain 2, 1 and 2. 2 single crochets in the next chain. 1 and 2. And everybody should have, each one should have a little hump like this. Skip 2 chains, 2 single crochets in the next chain. Chain 2, 1 and 2. 2 single crochets in this next chain. 1 and 2. Now you'll need to repeat this all the way till you get to the end, and you'll have a couple of chains left. and I'll show you what to do when you get there. So just continue working that all the way to the end. Okay, so now we're at the end. We're going to skip these 2 chains, and in this last chain, we're going to work 1 single crochet. Just like that. So here is what row 1 looks like. Okay, so for row 2, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to turn our work, and we are going to work 2 single crochets, chain 2, and 2 single crochets in this chain 2 space right here. So 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 2 single crochets in that same space, 1 and 2. And if you want, you can go ahead and add you a stitch marker in this chain 3 space that you created right here. Okay, so you're going to repeat this pattern all the way across. In each of the chain 2 space, you're going to work 2 single crochets. That's 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And you just continue this all the way across. The next chain 2 space, 2 single crochets, chain 2, and 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, so when you do your chain 2 spaces, it's right here. It's not these. Those are your chains. It's your chain 2s up here. Okay. All right, I will meet you when you get to your last one right here. Okay, so we just finished the last one, and you know we put a stitch marker in that single crochet. So in that single crochet to end this row, we are going to put a single crochet in that same stitch. Here we go. All right, now row 3 will be your repeat row. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to turn our work. The rows are basically 2 and 3 are actually really the same, except that row 2 had a single crochet at the end, and from now on, row 3 will always have a chain 3 spaces on each end. That's the only difference. So you're going to repeat that same process of 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2. You're going to repeat that in every chain 2 space. So let me go ahead, if you want, you can do like a stitch marker in that chain 3 space. Right there, just like you did on this end. All right, let's do a couple more stitches. But this is what you're going to do to finish this whole scarf. So in every chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2. All right, that's all you do for this. You keep repeating that, and when you get to the end in that chain 3 space, you'll do a single crochet. But let's go ahead and I'll finish this row out with you. 1, 2, chain 2, and 1 and 2 single crochets. All right, I'll meet you when you get to the end. This is row 3. Okay, we're at the very end of row 3. And we're going to work a single crochet in that chain 3 space. And you can remove your stitch marker. And that's the end of row 3. That's your repeat row. So you would start all over again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn your work, and you're going to keep repeating that pattern. In that chain 2 space, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 2 single crochets. just like that. And if you want, you can put your stitch marker in the chain 3 space. There we go. That's it. We are going to switch colors at the end of row 16. So before I do my single crochet, I wanted to show you this. So you're just going to insert your hook in that chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through. And to finish it out, instead of grabbing your yarn and going and pulling it through like a single crochet, you're going to grab your new yarn and leave a nice little strand of yarn right there. So grab your new yarn and finish out your single crochet. And then go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, 3 for your next row. And what I do is I go ahead and turn this over and I tie this like this. That way I don't have to worry about it coming loose. And then you can weave it in later. And go ahead and cut that color off. Now, if you're going to continue this in the same color, you don't have to do this part, obviously. And so you just do your chain 3, turn your work, and just continue on with your new color and your pattern, which is in that chain 2 space, your normal 2 single crochets, chain 2, and 2 single crochets. So you just continue on working your new color. You want to do each color about 16 rows a piece. And I'm having my colors to be about 7 inches in per color. And so, yeah, just continue this on for about 16 more rows. And you just keep switching colors. Like I said, I have 4 colors. If you have 5, you'll want to do probably about 14 rows. And if you have 4, you want to do about 16 rows. So, yeah, just continue on with your colors. And I will meet you at the very end. And we will work our very last edge row to finish it off. Okay, so once you get this to the length that you want, mine's about 66.5 inches. We are going to chain 2 at the very end. 1, 2. We're going to turn our work. Now this is the very last row. We're going to put a double crochet in this first stitch. There we go. And now we're going to work in the chain 2 space. We're going to work 2 single crochets right here in the chain 2 space. So 2 single crochets. 1, 2. And we're going to make a double crochet in between the 2 sprigs. That's what I call them. And that's all you do, all the way across. In the chain 2 space, 2 single crochets, a double crochet in between the 2 sprigs here, 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. You can get that. You just keep repeating that all the way across. So double crochet in between. And 2 single crochets, a double crochet in between, and 2 single crochets. Okay, I'll meet you when you get to the end. Okay, so we've gone all the way across. Now we're going to make a double crochet in this last stitch right here. So we start with the double crochet and we end with a double crochet. Okay, guys, that's all you do to this, and you just go ahead and fasten this off, and we're going to weave this in. So just take your yarn needle okay, and then just weave this in. And you are done. So you have your beautiful scarf, very easy to make, 1 row repeat, and that's it. So I'll show you how I did my colors. The color flow I started with pink, I went to rust, then gold, teal, pink, teal, gold, rust, and I ended with pink. So that was my color flow. Okay, pink, rust, gold, teal, pink, teal, gold, rust, and pink. There you go. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. Have fun with it. It is very easy and quick to make. So you will love this. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.